Welcome to Review Play. I wonder what we gon' view today. Everybody loves fun and play, and if you don't, you could go away. We treat you like a throwaway. Welcome to Review Play. I wonder what we gon' view today. Everybody loves fun and play, and if you don't, you could go away. We treat you like a throwaway. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Review Play Action Figures. It's your host with the most, Dilo the Donabelli, and today we'll be doing an unboxing review on McFarlane Toys Epic Games Fortnite Dire Werewolf. Okay, y'all, let's check out the packaging. So in the front of the Fortnite Dire Werewolf package, you'll see the figure, some accessories, and the price, which was $29.99, but I got it at the Platinum Edge card price at $26.99, or probably even lower than that because I had the black card, so I got a little extra discount at the time, right? But yeah, that's the front of the box. It says ages 12 and up right here in the corner. Epic Games, Dire, Fortnite. At the side, you have some artwork. Right, it says Dire, Fortnite, Epic Games. At the back, you got more figures in the toy line, and it says it got 22 moving parts. So we'll see if it has 22 points of articulation. We'll put that to the test. But at the bottom, you see it says Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff, Instagram, glider pack. More artwork at the other side of the box, and at the front there's a little barcode right here. Forgot to show you guys if y'all want to see that real quick. And at the bottom of the box, more barcodes and things to read. Right? Okay, so with that, all that being said, let's open up this Fortnite Dire Werewolf action figure. Alright, what I'm going to use to open that up is my favorite raptor knife. Now, as I always say, when I'm using sharp objects, if there's any minors or kids watching this video, ask an adult to open up your packaging with a sharp object or scissors or whatnot. Alright, so with all that being said, let's get this package open. I think I'm going to open it up from the bottom as well. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Right? Let's see. Cut it in. Okay. One nice cut. That's why I opened it up from the bottom, because at the top, most likely there'll be two stickers right here on each side, and all type of work to do. We could just simply do from the bottom, and it's an easier and more pleasant experience opening the package. Right, let's put that one side. See how that looks. Nice. Alright, and we have a stand at the back of the box to take out as well. So y'all just give me a second and I'll get all of these out the package and we'll be right back.
5 minutes later.
Before we take an up close look at the accessories, details, and articulation, we're going to check out the shelf spacing. That's the maximum height, length, width, and weight of the figure that you'll be displaying on your shelf. Starting off with Dire's height. So I'm going to move him a little bit closer for the camera. Right here. So let's check it out. So Dire's maximum height from the bottom of his feet to the top of his head is 7 inches. 7 inches high. Let's check out his width this way. So from the front of his chest to the end of his back is 1¼ inch, and from the front of his snout to the end of his back is 2 inches. Now, let's check out the width this way, his maximum arm length when he stretches out his arms like this. And you can see he's in the T pose, and that will be 6.5 inches. Alright, now the question is, can anybody guess how much he's gonna weigh on the scale? And we're gonna do that twice. We're gonna weigh him as is right now and weigh him with his accessories. Alright? So as is right now, and the reason why we're gonna do that twice is because most likely you're gonna be displaying him with his accessories and with him on the base, so you don't lose nothing, right? But anyways, with all that being said, hope y'all type in the comment section how much y'all think he weighs, and I'm gonna guess maybe around I'm gonna guess like 55 grams. Alright, let's check it out. Actually, I'm gonna go with 85 grams. I was wrong. It's 119 grams. Alright, so by himself he's 119 grams. Now let's check him out with his accessories.
$2,000 years later.
Okay, now, so with all his accessories on, now how much do y'all think he's gonna weigh? Y'all have time to type in the comment section. Alright, I think he's gonna weigh 145 grams. I want to say 155, but I'm gonna stick to 145. Ooh, I was super close. That's 148 grams. I was super close still. So yeah, alright. So the shell spacing, his maximum height is 7 inches tall, and his width, with his arm stretched out, which I'm pretty sure you're not going to be displaying him like that, is 6.5 inches. Body-wise, that's 1.25 inches. From the snout to the back, that's 2 inches, and he's 148 grams in total with all accessories. Okay, let's take a close look at the accessories and check out the details and articulation. Starting off with the base. So it's a circular base, right? It has 2 peg points right here for you to display the figure on, because the figure is going to have 2 peg holes at the bottom of the feet. It has the Fortnite logo right there, if y'all could see nicely. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. And at the back of it, or behind it, there's absolutely nothing, and that surprises me because I would have think McFarlane would put his logo right here of Spawn's face, if you guys know what I'm talking about. I would think he would have put that right there at the bottom of the stand, so everybody will know at the end of the day that he helped created the figure, right, and all the accessories. So McFarlane, if you've seen this video, I'm gonna suggest you to put that stamp, I'm gonna suggest for you to stamp your Spawn logo right here, and you know where you heard it from first. All right. So moving on, let's check out the hammer. So the hammer is pretty unique. It has a cobra at the end of it. Y'all can see that. Right at the top of it, it's pretty nice. Has some ridges right here. You don't want to get smashed by that. Has a pick at the other end. Has a hole in the middle. I like that right there. You know, they didn't have to do it like that, but I guess that's the way it was in the game, or the way it is in the game. It's supposed to be a replica, so it's nice. I have a grip right here, painted in a dark green color. I appreciate that it's not just one flat tone, you know. So I appreciate that, and it's nice. Nice little weapon, well, nice little big weapon. And yeah, but I only have one problem with this thing, and y'all gonna see in a second what I mean, or in a moment what I mean, when we move when we move further on in the video. All right. So next, we're gonna check out his shotgun. So Dyer's shotgun, very nice, very heavy looking, right? Y'all tell me if this is based off a real model shotgun or not. If you do know, put it in the comment section below. I would like to see that. But here we go. It's a nice shotgun, nicely molded, a lot of detailed. Even right here, y'all can see there's another hole right there. You didn't have to do that. That's appreciated. McFarlane, always paying attention to details. Alright. Okay. So, with that being said, moving on to the next accessory, which is the sword. Very reminiscent of a katana. Right? I have one nitpick with this sword I'll show you in a moment, but other than that, let's just check out the details, which is nice. Okay, got the handle right there, got the wrist guard, wrap cloth, everything is colored, everything is nice. Got a peg point right here for the back, but I got a problem with this peg point, y'all will see in a moment. But that's not the only problem that I got with this sword. I'm going to show y'all right now. My real problem is that you cannot take it out the holster or the holder. You know? Why did they make it like that? Lord knows. When I first seen the figure in the box, I'm like, yeah, 3 weapons, got a sword, you can probably take it out the holster. I want to put it in his hands, see how that looks. But guess what? You won't have that. You won't be able to enjoy that moment because it's not going to happen, because it's impossible, right? And I don't understand why. Maybe for some people, they don't mind, but me, I mind. And I would have liked to have be able to take out the sword out the holder or the holster, right? Like, for example, I'll give y'all an example right now. Here's Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe Classified, right? Okay. Here's his sword that's reminiscent of a katana on his back. Here's a sword that came with Dyer, right? Looking around the same size and all that. Okay, check it out. Check out the dimensions. Y'all see what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, so why am I able to take this sword out the holder or the holster, and I can't do the same with this sword? Why? Why, McFarlane? Why? Why? Okay, that's not my only problem with this thing, but that's my biggest problem with this accessory. See what I'm saying? All right, so I just want to point that out. Okay, so now we're moving on to details. Okay, so now we're gonna check out the details. But I just want to say, although I made a nitpick about that accessory from Todd McFarlane, I am a massive Todd McFarlane fan. I love his artwork, I love his figures, and I love the way how he puts the details in everything he does, whether it's his artwork or his figures. And he also made my favorite anti-superhero Spawn. So I just want to say, I do appreciate Todd McFarlane's work. Alright, so now with that being said, we're moving on with the details. So I'm gonna bring the McFarlane Epic Games Fortnite Dire Werewolf up close. Alright, so let's check out his head. Y'all can see, looking real nice. Has a little hairstyle going on. Got a bandana wrapped around his forehead, looking like Rambo or Bardock from Dragon Ball Z. See what I'm saying? Got his eyes looking all menacing in yellow. His elongated snout. Right? Got a lot of detail, a lot of fur detail and sculpting in his face and his teeth. Looking all sharp and saber-like. Almost like Werewolf from Killer Instinct. See what I'm saying? But yeah. He's moving down to his neck area. Y'all can see all that fur sculpting. Real nice work from Todd McFarlane right there. Real nice work. I can say that much. A lot of sculpted detail. You can see he has on a nice vest. All ripped up, teared up from transformation. See the sculpted detail on the fur and the sculpted fur detail in his arms and his biceps, going all the way down to his wrists and his forearms. Right, y'all can see that. Looking nice. Got the rips in his vest right here. All up on the back. See what I'm saying? Some detail right here. Got the fur detail, like almost like a mane around his neck. All right. On the other arm as well, as expected, more detail, more sculpt with that fur. He has on a gauntlet. Don't want to get punched with that. See what I'm saying? Has a belt. But my thing is that he has no tail. Y'all comment in the comment section below if you feel like a true werewolf should have a tail or not. Some people may not mind, but I think a true werewolf should have a tail. You know what I'm saying? But this is game accurate, so it is what it is. But regardless, he has sculpted nunchucks on his belt. Right? See the sculpted detail in the jeans, the ripped jeans. Okay? Going down to the muscle in his legs. All that sculpted detail. Right? See his claws on his toes. It's painted in black, so it's not just one color. More rips in his jeans. Got his belt buckle right here. His abdominal muscles. Everything's sculpted nice. Got the beige vest with the red outline. Looking like it's blood red. The only nitpick is that the buckle, his belt buckle, is off center with the center of his stomach, or where his belly button would be. If you guys can see that. That's my only nitpick with the sculpt. Other than that, it's nice. There's no articulation here for me to properly fix that. You know? So, speaking of articulation, that's what we're gonna move to right now. So let's check it out. So for articulation, his head could look left to right. You could do a 360, but I don't recommend it because of all of this work right here will get in the way. Okay, and the head will pop off. So I don't recommend that. But staying on the head, you could look up this much, look down that much, which is a whole lot. Y'all can see from this angle, it's a whole lot of looking down, but not that much looking up. A little bit, but not that much. Okay? And they did say on the box that this figure has 22 points of articulation. We're gonna check that out at the end of checking this out. Alright, so moving down to his shoulders. You could do the Y pose very easily. Or not the Y pose, the T pose very easily. And to do the Y pose, you'll have to manipulate the joint right here to get him in the Y pose. Right? You have to fully manipulate it. There's no butterfly joints or nothing like that to get him naturally in that pose. That being said, I'll put him back in his normal pose. Alright, sticking on the hands or the arms. He has double jointed. He has a double jointed biceps or elbows, not biceps. He's double jointed by the elbows, which is good. Get way more than a 90 degrees bend. He goes all the way up like that. Right? You could do a full wrist swivel. Move his wrists up and down as well. With the wrist swivel. Right? Many poses. See that? Even some unnatural poses. Right? Well, yeah. Many poses right there. Never seen that before. And then the same on the other side also. Can't bend his arm as much as the other side because of this gauntlet and all the sculpting, but it's still workable. Like, let's see the difference. So on this side, bends that much. That side, a lot more. All right. Okay. The wrist also has the same amount of articulation. Good bend. You could go full 360. Curve it in. Bring it out. And let's see. Yeah, that's about it. All right. Staying up, above, staying at the top portion of the body. His torso could rotate, full 360, no problem. Move to the side this much. Move to the other side that much. He could look down a whole lot, which is nice. That's a lot of bend right there. And he could look back or bend back that much, which is not that bad. Not as much as the front, right? Not as much as the front at all. Okay. For his waist, there's no waist swivel or rotation. For moving down to his legs, he could kick up that much. Right? Kick back or put his foot back that much on this side. Probably on both sides because I don't see this hindering this right now, but it is hindering it a little bit. But yeah. Down by his knees. It's double jointed. So you could bend his leg back a whole lot. That much. There's a joint right here. Let me see something. Yup, is it? This is not, oh, this, my bad, that's not a joint. There's a joint right here. Right, you could bend that much. And there's also a joint by the toes. McFarlane figures. Nicely done. Other side, same thing. Except that there's an extra joint right here where you could swivel the foot. This side doesn't have that. Oh, actually it does have that. So both sides have that. I was trying that earlier on and it was not budging at all on one side, and I guess that was the side that it wasn't budging on, but I guess I loosened it up a little bit, so now it's functioning. But initially that was giving me a hard time. All right, can you do the splits? Yes, he can. Very, very easy. All right. So, with all that being said, that's the articulation. Let's check out how many points of articulation this thing really has. So, the neck, up and down, guess that's 1 point of articulation. If you want to count that. If you want to count this left to right as articulation, but I'm gonna count everything, all this whole joint as one joint. That's 1 point. Here's 2. Here's 3. That's 4. That's 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. 22 points of articulation. Exactly. So that's not bad. Now I'm going to show you the nitpick that I had earlier on with this figure. So he could hold his weapon fairly easy, not that hard to put in his hand. Make him hold that. Let's see real quick. What an angle. Hold on. So he holds his weapon, but he's not holding it with his trigger finger where it's supposed to be, which sucks. Right? For his other weapon, I was saying earlier, for this hammer, I kind of figured out why they put this thing right here, because he's not able to grip the hammer itself, so you'll have to see if I can do this on camera. Oh crap. Alright, let's see if I can do this on camera. You'll have to put the thumb in that little hole right there so he could be able to hold the hammer, which kind of sucks, right? Put back on, put the gun back in his hand, the shotgun back in his hand. Alright, so that's how he'll hold the hammer, which sucks. And then now, for the worst part of all, the sword that can't even come out the holster, can't even function properly in the porthole in his back. Put it in right here. Yeah, it fits in. Okay, looking good, right? Looking nice on camera, right? But look, boom, as you touch it, it drops out. It's very loose. Very, very loose. Like, look, watch this. It don't look like it's gonna come out, right? No? Okay. Boom. Loose. Alright, one more time. Put that back in. Let's turn his head left to right. Let's see. Oh no, what happened there? Right? That sucks. I don't know why that's like that, but it is what it is. I'm gonna have to put something around this, probably some electric tape or something, so it will stay where it's supposed to stay. Alright? So other than this sword and the way he has to hold his hammer, everything is nice. Like, I like this figure a lot. This is my first werewolf figure. I really wanted to get the NECA American Werewolf in London. I'm gonna get that one day. But yeah, other than that, this is a nice figure. It sucks that this sucks right here. And yeah. Alright. So yeah. For availability, you can find this figure at your local hobby shop, maybe your local toy store, GameStop, Amazon, eBay, Kijiji, maybe even Facebook Marketplace, and other online realtors. Now we're moving on to size comparisons. We got Todd McFarlane's Epic Games Fortnite Dire Werewolf with 3 Hasbro Marvel Legend figures. We got War Machine, Wild Child, and a variation of the Punisher. Now we got Dire with a WWE Elite Collection Brock Lesnar, a G.I. Joe Classified Snake Eyes, a NECA Dutch from Predator, Master Chief, and a WWE Battle Pack Series Kurt Angle. Now we got all McFarlane figures here. We got Fortnite's Dire Werewolf alongside a huge build-a-figure from the DC Multiverse universe. We got Bane with Scarecrow, and on the other side, we got a huge figure by himself, Cygor from the Spawn universe. Now we got McFarlane's Fortnite Dire Werewolf with the Jurassic World's Fallen Kingdom Dino Rivals Indoraptor creeping up from above. And just for fun, we got McFarlane's Fortnite's Dire alongside Archer the Gorgonite from the 1998 movie Small Soldiers. If you made this far in this video, thanks for watching. We really appreciate your time. If you watch this video on YouTube, hit the like button. And if you like collecting action figures like me, go ahead and subscribe. If you're watching this video on Rumble, hit the like button and give us a follow. You can also follow Review Play Action Figures on Instagram and Facebook. If not, McFarlane's Fortnite Dire Werewolf will bite you and turn you into a lichen. We'll be coming to X and TikTok soon. Everyone have a nice day, keep collecting, stay safe, take care, and I will definitely see you in the next one.